Guys who are new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. And then the Steve Cannon photo. There's 3 of them. I have one. Another one just sold, and there is one left. There are 3 of them, and there's one left. You get a free NFT with it. You could buy the NFT, in which case you get the photo as well, but the photo comes with the NFT. So either way, 15K, you could pay 12K if you pay an OMI, and yeah, good times. Anywho, we have quite a bit to go over today before the drop. I don't think as much as yesterday. Oh, hey, Graz, I saw your comment from 8 hours ago. I will get to that as soon as this is done. Let's go over OMI first, and then we'll go from there. Actually, I want to go over Grumpy Cat real quick, because Grumpy Cat has been inching at that $4 million market cap, and now it's back to 3.5. Okay, well, ripping Grumpy Cat. That'll be back at some point. So OMI on the day is down about 0.6%, down to 000081996. Only $600,000 in volume, so really not a ton of volume. I'm really not feeling that. The chart actually looks better though, which is weird. And then we'll take a look at the Bitcoin and the top 10 in general to see what they're at. Top 24 hours, Bitcoin and ETH down, but relatively low amounts, 0.1 and 0.3. XRP, the whole market's down with the exception of Cardano and Toncoin. Toncoin seems to be up every single time I look at it. I don't even know what the heck it is. Cardano up 0.4%, Toncoin up 1.6%. The volume on these guys, 6.6 billion for Bitcoin. 3.7 billion for Ethereum, 200 million for BNB. It's such a big drop from, the first two. Bitcoin and ETH have 10 billion total together, and then it drops to, all right, BNB 200 million, XRP 400 million, which is interesting. What we got here? We got Lido staked at only 5 million. That's so weird. Dogecoin 114 million, and the rest of them nothing really to write home about. Anyway, OMI, so part of the title is talking about addiction. If anyone knows addiction, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Comment down below your favorite Justin Timberlake moments. So the reason why I kind of bring it up is because I saw a video or an article like yesterday, a couple days ago, saying like people spend an average of 4 hours a day staring at their phones and 6 hours a day on their computer. And I was like, I got that beat. Most of my day is either staring at my telefono or you guys in the tablet over there. And it's not because I guess X counts as social media. But it's not like I'm posting, I'm like looking at people's Instagrams and I'm saying like, oh, yo, I wish I had this. It's really just trying to keep up with the news, trying to keep the show going. And now granted, I don't really need to. A lot of times people just send me stuff, but I do have to go through messages, and that takes quite a while. So sometimes I just kind of like to go through it myself. But what I mean by this is that, and I'm not the only one here, I bring my phone to the toilet with me at like 1 a.m. So I make this post on X. And I did this the other day with Maestro. I didn't need a Maestro, but I saw him literally at retail. It was number 71 at $50. Literally at retail. I was like, okay, I'll get it. And then yesterday I see, after I told my whale not to do this. He goes on and he's just like, Javi, I did it again. It's like, what'd you do, fam? He's like, I got a sub 100 set of Aladdin. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you should probably wait for that to go down. It's like, no. So he got the number 58 Aladdin. He got the number 51 Princess Jasmine. Nice mint numbers. Number 68 Genie. I don't know what he paid for the Genie. Or these. I assume he paid $100-something for each of them. But yesterday, I happened to look, or it was this morning, and I was like, okay, let's see what Genie's at. He's like $23. Nothing really to write home about. And I was like, okay, well, he's a popular character, decent amount of him. How much would it be for a sub 100? He's a rare, so multiplied by 6, it'd be about 120. And I've seen number 97, I think, for like 129, and number like 50 something for like 129, and so which those are, I think, fine. I think those are fairly priced. And then I go off and I see the number 45 for less than $160. I was like, wait a minute. This should at least be 240, if not now $260. And I saw it for 160. So boom, got it. And I liked it. I love that movie. Aladdin's a great movie, and I really like it. And it's part of that Disney Renaissance era in the '90s. But I did not need to spend $160 on that. I did not, especially after I completed the what sets did I complete? After I completed the Disney sets yesterday, I got the Lion King and the Frozen sets, so those are officially completed, which is nice. But I had the Anna sub 100 that I bought. I just didn't need to do that. And how many people comment down below? Maybe I'm alone in this, but how many people are just like, yeah, I spend more money on this than I should. I spend more time looking at this than I should. Now, obviously, by being labeled a Comey's biggest influencer, I kind of have to be if I want to kind of keep that title. But at the same time, it's not a job; it's just obsession. And I know I'm probably in the minority here that people are obsessed with it, but those other people are coming. Like I said, my new whale, boss man, he has that obsession as well. Um, this is this is a drug. Veve and OMI are drugs, and I'm hooked. I'm hooked. The app is the needle. The coin is the actual drug. Maybe I'm getting a little too far into this, but what I mean was that we're not the only ones. There's a lot of other people coming in. I see it every day. VV Fox just did a video saying, "Hey, how many new users do we get every day?" I think we average like 10, 20 new users a day. It's not a lot, but there are some times where it spikes. We'll have like 50, 80, 130 new users in a day. It's like, oh, that's pretty legit. That's pretty fun. We'll probably get some more over Comic-Con as well. That's in a couple weeks. I think like 18 days, 19 days, something like that. So I'm very excited for that. Anyway, some other news that we have going on since yesterday. Oh, my troubles seem so far away. So when VV Collectibles had 2 days ago posted, "I heart New York," Al Kahn says, "I do too." VV, so it was New York Day 2 days ago. National New York Day. I don't know what you do for National New York Day. Get in a fight in the subway and get a overpriced hot dog. Sure, I don't know. So they either could have been posting that for New York Day, or they could have been posting it just saying, "Oh, hey, we're going to Comic-Con. Here's our unofficial official announcement that we're going." Now, obviously, they'll be there anyway, regardless of whether they share a booth with Marvel or not. I think Marvel would be silly to not have them at their booth, but it's just me. And so Al Kahn teasing that he was at the booth last year. He'll probably be at the booth this year. Is he going to be in a Pokemon suit like it was last year? I don't know. And then David goes and retweets that as well, saying, "I heart New York," and it's a combination between David Yu and Tony Stark. And you take a look at that. It looks amazing. It looks fun. I'm trying to see what other stuff is in the background. I see a couple of trophies. I'm not 100% sure what the trophies are, what they're representing. And then really nothing else. A couple of folders in the background as well. And then a couple of dinner plates. Like he just had like a little dinner, a little party. Anyway, that could just be him just going and saying, "Hey, we'll see you in New York. We'll be there in a couple weeks." Be advised, when they go there, they don't just go for Comic-Con. They don't just go for like the 4 days that it is. They'll be there all week. They'll be there talking to licensors. They'll be there, I'm hoping, having a good and fun time. There's a Binance party one day that week. I don't know if they'll be at that. They were at the Binance party last year or 2 years ago. No, it was the Binance party in, oh God, when was it? It was in NFT NYC last year that had a Binance party that they went to. You don't go to that, but you don't get invited to that Binance party unless they have a relationship. So I'm assuming we're gonna get Binance at some point. Now, obviously, I'd say that's like a year in the future, if not 2 years. But next year, I don't know if they. Depends where we go. If we go into Korea first, I mean they have KuCoin, right? Or yeah, might get some Korean exchanges. You might get, depending on where we go, you might get a couple more exchanges. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Anywho, what else this could mean is, okay, what other announcements are there usually? Now, usually the announcements are in September, We have not had an announcement in September. There's only a week left to do these announcements, so I don't think we're getting it. I think they might actually announce it at Comic-Con, which is really weird because Marvel really doesn't want David and Dan handing out those gold and silver logo cards. So it's like, okay, if they're not letting them hand out logo cards at the Veve booth, granted they're showing it with Marvel, why would they let them announce anything else that has nothing to do with Marvel? Assuming, I mean, it's not going to be a new license. It could be a new collectible, but we already have two Iron Man. We have the Golden Moments Iron Man, and we have the epic one. That's I'm hoping for an Iron Man Marvel Mighty. I'd want it. I'd get it. I get it. Like, it's great. And again, you have to protect the Mighties. We don't know why, but Alex said it twice, so we'll. I bought a couple of other Mighties as well. I have the most Queen Ramondas. I have the most Cassie Langs. I thought I had the most Lady Deadpools, but apparently there's someone that has like 200 of her. Like, Jesus, man. I only have like 70 of her, so I'm way behind on that. Anyway, if it was a Marvel Mighty, I'd be very, very happy about that. I don't know what else it could be. Like, it's a tease that Robert Downey Jr. is coming to the Marvel booth. I don't know. I don't think that would be it. Anyway, past that, that's one of the other teases. We have, Steve Cannon, the thing sold. Thor Love and Thunder poster. I think my guy has 260 something of them, about half the supply. And it went up to 574 the other day, so his vault value must have been kicking. But let me take a look at Thor Love and Thunder right now. Because that poster, there's only 12 of them, and it's still $450. And I don't know if he wants to accumulate more, get like 300, wants all of them. I don't know, but he's got quite a good amount. Anywho, moving on past that. In the end, 269. Yeah. Oh, so I don't think this is an ESPN. Well, it might be an ESPN thing. But I don't think it is. I think it's just David showing, what do you call it, for the support for the team. So we have Zen Takahashi. Zen Takahashi says, after a great week of preparation here in Las Vegas, it's now time for day one of Magic the Gathering World Championships. Excited to represent the Veve official at the highest level with this great crew. And it's like, wait, what? Did Veve sponsor a team to go to Vegas and play in the Magic the Gathering Championships? What? So, of course, I go and I have to dig. And so this is an actual thing. I didn't know Magic the Gathering had... It makes sense that it does. They have Pokemon Worlds every year, so Magic the Gathering, it makes sense to have this. But they're streaming it on ESPN, which is wild. I didn't think it... If they're streaming that on ESPN, why isn't Pokemon... Oh, I guess they couldn't do it with Pokemon, really, because Pokemon's it's a different place every year. ESPN might not be allowed. Anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, is this like an ESPN partnership? Is this like we sponsor a team to go there and then, we pay for their whatever, we give Veve shirts? No. There's actually a couple people that work for Veve that are big-time nerds and are just like, they're good enough to play in the World Series, the World Championship of Magic the Gathering. So maybe they did actually get, hey, you work for Veve, wear the Veve shirts, represent it, we'll pay for whatever. I don't know how they did it. But David Yu going on and tweeting, he re-quoted that saying, representing Magic the Gathering World Champ, good luck boys, live on ESPN. So I don't know if it's on ESPN, ESPN2, or maybe another streaming thing like Hulu. I know if you have a Hulu package, you can go and get ESPN. That's the other thing. If there's a very decent chance that Disney actually gets WWE, because they are not being renewed for the Fox $300 million deal. They are, so it's either going to be either between Disney or Amazon. I don't think it goes to Amazon, because Amazon, you have Amazon Prime that you would have to pay for to do that. They'd probably try to pay a lot of money, but it's just, their fans aren't going to pay an extra $10 a month just to watch wrestling. Like, they're not going to do that. I know the wrestling fans. I'm a big wrestling fan. They're not going to do that. However, and I'm not, and it's like, well, Chavez, you think they would pay Disney Plus just to watch wrestling? No, but Disney doesn't just own Disney Plus. Disney owns most of ESPN, so it won't stream on ESPN because ESPN somebody holds a minor share in that. I forget who. But they also have ABC, ABC Family, and wrestling, even though it's gotten a little not as good since it was, 15, 20 years ago. It's still definitely not an ABC Family show, so it would just go on ABC. It would just be regular streaming. You wouldn't need cable. You wouldn't need anything crazy. So anyway, um, that's kind of the thing I have with ESPN. They're mostly owned by Disney. I don't know if we get something for ESPN, but either way, it's really cool to see Vivi at Magic the Gathering Championships. So it's Saffin's. All right, so we had, I don't even know who posted this. There's been this really strange, well, not really strange. You can tell why it happens. Oh God, I don't know who it was. I can't remember who posted it. Maybe if I go to my profile and I put my replies, because I replied to it fairly recently. No, maybe I didn't. Fudge. I'll just go and read the article, or I'll reference the article for it, because that's the only what I have here. This article's been making the round saying, remember when NFTs sold for millions of dollars? 95% of the digital collectibles may now be worthless. And the person that had gone on and are writing these articles are like so super against NFTs. Obviously, they don't really know what it is. They don't really understand the technology. And I'm very curious about this, because it's not, yes, if you're somebody that has no idea what it is and you have to research it, yes, it can be confusing. What the fudge is a blockchain? I don't understand how these images, they're all the same. They're the same images. Like, even if you look at Vivi, Superman, it's the same Superman, but the difference is like a mint number. How is it, how do you not screenshot? Like, if you're new to this, I understand, and there's a lot of FUD, or I could even go and say like, oh, hey, most NFTs are JPEGs. Oh, so if I go and download it, if I right click save, it's a JPEG. I have it. Like most people, they'd go like, oh yeah, that's dumb. But it's just the new technology. But obviously, I know a lot of people in this space, and not all of them are smart. So it can't be that hard to understand. Like, I know I'm trying to look at it from the other person's perspective, but I'm so like deep into it, I can't really. Again, not everyone here is smart in the space, so I know that it can't be that difficult to understand. Anyway, you had a couple of people go on and say, oh, hey, it was one person in general that said, hey, Vivi, remember the No Time to Die tickets that Vivi had brought from James Bond the other year, 2 years ago? Well, glad to see that's worth zero now. And obviously it's not worth zero. We know this. But it's just that headline. It's like, oh, thank God nobody fell for this scam. And, oh, Foster Hilt. He's the one. He commented on it. All right, let me go and read that. Because Foster Hilt, where's my man? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, he's not here. Let me go and search Foster Hilt, because he commented on it last night. I'll read you the actual posts and the actual anyone collecting platform. Nope, not this. Okay, so it's someone named MI6HQ. Now, an impressive 77,400 followers on the Twitter, but every single one of his tweets gets like 5 likes, 2 likes, 2 likes. Like, there's really no engagement. There's like no comments on anything that he posts, except for when he goes and posts about Vivi. Saying, remember those officially licensed James Bond No Time to Die NFTs from Vivi? Yeah, they're basically worthless now. Congrats to everyone who avoided that scam. And I don't know why Vivi posted this. Vivi responds, which, okay, whatever. If you want to respond with something cool, they didn't respond with, oh, hey, these NFTs are not worthless. You have a whole bunch of them here at a very different prices. They didn't do anything like that. They just posted dirty word or clean technology. They just posted like, oh, we're carbon neutral, which is fine. That's good, but that is not what that's not what this person is trying to say. They're literally trying to say that it's a scam, and they don't address the scam or the scam accusation. They just say, oh, we're carbon neutral. So it happens. They have the guys working there are working like 80 hours a week. So they made a mistake. It's fine. Anyway, so I go out and say false. They range anywhere from $6 to $11,000. The reason the photo on the second one says 49,000, and I'll show you what I mean. So Saffin's Lair, $6.39. No Time to Die. This Aston Martin, 49,900. So say 40,000. So the reason the photo on the right says 49,000 is because there's only one available, and that's what it listed at. I said 11K as the upper end of the range because that's what the last one sold for a couple weeks ago. That was Bezoj Man, who bought the Aston Martin for about 11,000. And he says Saffin's Lair, drop date 13 October 2021, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. List price 87,000. Additions 4,007. So based on these for sale prices, they are worth less than 10% of their original drop price. And I say correct. 10 of them are worth less than 10% of the original drop price. This only accounts for the bottom floor, not the 3-digit or other special mints. 3-digit mints start at $45. 2-digit mints start at $180, but there are only 59 of those available with 2 currently listed. No response. Here's why I have absolutely no respect. I'll read Foster Hilt's comment first, saying, "Let me get this straight. Fans buying officially licensed IP digitally who enjoy the fandom is a scam because prices fluctuate, but people who buy physical items of the same IP which also fluctuate is what? Question mark. Let people buy and enjoy fandoms the way they would like. If you would like to learn more, feel free to ask. He is a lot nicer than I am." And you have somebody else commenting on Foster's response saying, "I bought a bunch of physical comics I wanted to read for $3.99. I can't resell most because nobody wants them. I was 100% scammed based by this logic." Again, the logic is very, very flawed. We have Vivi Meister saying, "Sir, a bit more do your own research before posting utter nonsense is advised. The Register is citing DAP Gamble and Vivi NFTs were not part of their research. If you'd care to check, you'd see that the No Time to Die #Dieco are not worthless. They are certainly not a scam." And then you have Paul Barron, this sad excuse for a wannabe influencer, saying, "This ridiculous stupid article keeps spreading. By this logic, any digital good purchased is a scam, NFT or not." Okay, agreed. Says, "Ironically being spread by Rolling Stone and other magazine dinosaurs." Okay, also agreed. Then he says, "Not defending Vivi though. Full video on this tomorrow." Like, really? Like, retards. Vivi Meister says, "Please do not defend Vivi. Better yet, please don't mention Vivi at all." We have Wes saying, "Keep Vivi out of your mouth." Oh, Wes, I love you, man. As it says, "Seriously needs to be some education on the tech, like a big picture, GIF type, easy to follow along thing that explains why NFTs are needed to ensure things that are legit in online environments. Try to explain to people, but I'm just one guy." And that appeared to be it. Oh, Wes is hysterical sometimes. We had Omi the Clown go out and say total market cap is $2,023,439 as of writing this. I don't know what he's referencing because just the partner statue has a higher market cap than that. So I'm not 100% sure what he's referencing in that market cap. Maybe he's just referencing one or a couple of the No Time to Die stuff. But again, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Again, there's a bunch of other comments. I won't go crazy with it. We have other stuff to go over. We got, there's a number 41 Anna on sale for like $1,200. It was on sale for $1,099 yesterday. And I wanted to buy it. I was like, oh, I should buy this. And somebody must have got to him. They're just like, yo, that's worth more than $1,000. So now it's like $1,200 or $1,250. It's number 41 Anna. And she's so super special. But I was like, that could be $1 million Omi. I'm not going to do it. I should get $1 million Omi. I didn't get $1 million Omi yet, like I said, after Comic-Con. So hey, look, Spaces. Join Brock with Vivi Official about a surprise space. Also, he will be giving away 4 sub 41 Vivi Feesh, doing the drawing while talking with them. Every Web3 Feesh you have is your entry to land this bonus perk. 4 lucky holders will win a number 40 mint. Which is great. And then he says, Spaces event with Brock Redcat, Creative Feeshes, on Tuesday, September 26th, on 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So shout out to Brock Blockchain for that, and the Feesh community at large. We had somebody yesterday go out and say, ow, my back. No, they didn't say that. I just got a stretch here. Okay. Do another stretch. Oh God, my body. Okay, all right, there we go. We have somebody that said, "Hey, I have one of these VV logo cards. I don't really collect because I don't want to buy them." And then someone was just like, "Oh, why don't you just redeem it?" And the guy's like, "Listen, I don't really, VV piqued my interest a little bit, and I got a couple NFTs, but I happened to run into the owner, and he gave me a card. I thought it was cool. I never redeemed it. I don't even know my password, my logins anymore. I just kind of want to sell it." So I go on and oh God. So I reach out to the guy and I let him know. I was like, "Hey, listen," because there was a bunch of people I knew would take advantage. They're like, "Yo, DM sent, DM sent." So I DM this guy. I was like, "Listen, I'll tell you straight up what this card is worth, right? Or what this card is worth right now." So currently the floor is $5,000. The last sale is $4,430, and I send him pictures of that. So if anyone comes out and says like, "Yeah, I'll give you $1,000 for it," or like $2,000, like block them. They're trying to take advantage. Like do not do that. That's wrong. And he says, "Okay, all right." I said, "Well, listen, what this could be worth." I was like, "Well, it's not. They're not buying. You're not buying it on Vivi. So you are. So the people. So you yourself, the person that's selling this card, are saving 2.5% on the sale fee and the 10% on the cash out fee." It's like, okay, well, listen, it is an unredeemed card, so there's a very small chance that it's a sub 100, which is worth slightly more. At the end of the day, the mint numbers don't really matter on the card. You just need a card. Again, mint numbers don't really matter. It's like Miles Morales secret rare. Mint number doesn't matter. You just want one. Anyway, I go and I tell him, I was like, okay, so the fact that you could get a sub 100 might take care of the 2.5% you save on fees, but that 10% cash out, this is probably worth about $4,000. So I'm really happy that I was able to get that out to him, get him that info, telling him, saying that, "Oh, hey, this is if anyone tries to say, oh, I'll give you 2,000 cash for it, like don't do it, because I know people would try to take advantage." Anywho, where was I? More on that later. Okay, so here's something that I thought was really bullish in an article by CoinDesk about this, saying, quote, "Just 21% of the collections included in this study can claim full ownership, meaning around 4 out of every 5 collections remain unsold." The writer, Mike Cleese, notes, "With buyers becoming more discerning, projects that lack clear use cases, compelling narratives, or genuine artistic value are finding it increasingly difficult to attract attention and sales." This is the most bullish heckin' article. I'll tell you what the article is. I have it right here. Right here. It is from, I think, CoinDesk, right? Okay, yes, it is from CoinDesk. And it goes, and it's labeled, "NFTs aren't dead just yet, but the mainstream media might be." And again, that quote that I read, where people are going and saying, where was it? "With buyers becoming more discerning," on that quote there, that is bullish because people are finally realizing, oh, hey, this pixelated picture of this animal is not is probably not going to be worth anything. And most people, well, a lot of smarter people 2 years ago knew that already. Most other people are kind of waking up to that now, like, oh, hey, you really need IP, and most things out there are just not worth buying because they're not going to have mass appeal. They're not. They're just not. I don't care what's cool. I don't care what's hip at the moment. That IP that lasts forever is just that's insane. So that's why I've never really been outside of Feesh. I've never really ventured into another project. Now I never ventured into another project like Feesh that's like completely separate. Obviously, I have the hero cards. I like that stuff. I think backhows are really cool because that's, again, some major IP that they have there. I don't have a backhow, but I think backhows are cool. I think if you got a backhow, or any backhow, doesn't matter how many, you made money over the last few years. And I'm not even talking about resale price. I'm talking about the airdrops that they gave you, utility that they had, going to see Getting to meet The Rock was heckin' awesome. You know, like, you had to be in New York for that because that's where the movie premiere was for Black Adam. So you got a lot of really cool things from that. That utility might be coming to an end, though. They said they had utility for like 2 or 3 years. It's been like a year and a half-ish, so there's a little bit more utility left. But when talking about utility, I mean, that gold and silver logo, that's why you had, like, so I had somebody, I don't even know if I should say this. I had someone reach out yesterday. I weighed the pros and cons against each other. I had someone reach out yesterday. It's like, hey, Randy, I'm going to get a logo, but I need your expert opinion. And I was like, well, I can't give advice. I could just present scenarios to you, what might happen. I won't tell you what to do, though. He's like, that's fine. That's fine. He's like, there's 2 VV logos out there that on the floor. There's one for 5,000 and there's one for 6,800. And the one for 6,800 is a sub 100. Should I get that? And I was like, no. And the reason I said, and again, the sub 100s are always cool. It's always cooler to have a sub 100 than not to have a sub 100. But I said for this, listen, at the end of the day, I don't really think this is going to matter. It doesn't matter. Like, you don't get an extra cool seat at these VV logo parties if you go and have a cool number. It's just, you have one or you don't, you get invited to the party. It's not like seating, I'm going to sit next to this person. It's just, you know, whatever. So I was like, if I were to tell Dashie, if Dashie wanted one, I'd be like, just get the floor. You know, it doesn't matter. All right, now there's another sub 100 for 6,500. But even still, it doesn't matter. So I, ow, my body. I decided to go and be advised, the next time one of these sells, the Steve Cannon photos, that photo's getting, that the bottom logo, whatever it is getting bought. So again, the next time one of these sells, not only are part of these proceeds going to go to Best Friends Animal Society, not only do you get a big discount on paying it, not only are most of these proceeds going to go into OMI, but they're going to go into that. Excuse me. So yeah. And another one of these will sell in a couple weeks. So yeah, just letting you guys know about the VV logo. I don't even know why I brought that up originally. Oh yeah, buyers becoming more discerning. It's a lot easier to go and sell someone on Mickey Mouse and Spider-Man and Superman as opposed to, yeah, yo, it's this pixelated duck. This is stupid. I've been talking for about 30 minutes. Do I have anything? We'll go over the rest later. Right now, I'm going to go on the wait list for Black Widow. Now, you probably don't need to go on the wait list for this because they're probably not going to sell out. And even if they do, I cannot believe these are going to be $30. If Astro Boy is $25, like, I just don't think these are going to be, I don't see it. I see these selling several hundred. Let's say they sell 700. Okay, make $21,000. Like, I don't see them selling 2,100 of these. You know, that's a lot. And even if they do sell out, I just can't believe that they're going to be $30. So let's say they sell between 700 and 1,100. But yeah, I think that's all right. I'm going to do it just because I like buying things from the store. I like supporting VV. Ooh, I only have 68 gems left, though, so I don't have a ton of things. Anyway, let's get to the comments here. When Bill Gardner say, when Randy Truman show? What up, what up? Wes says, start doing your YouTube videos on X now. Yeah, I could do something like that, right? Could I go live with both of them at the same time? Could, right? Omar says, another great day. It is a great day. John Grasman says, good morning, Randy. What up? Actually, yeah, let's do some of those YouTube comments. Before we do those YouTube comments, if everyone could go and smash that like button right there, it's a free way to help support the channel. Smash it, smash it. Oh my God, so I open YouTube and look who's on the first shorts. It's Eva. Oh, I miss Eva. We really need her back at the, oh, hey, there's Cuddy. Cuddy from House. Anyway, oh, there's Donald. There's the man. There's Trump. There's your boy. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, YouTube comments. So, Graz654 says, bruh, I never got the chance to go on vacation much because I was always working 2 full-time jobs, 7 days a week. My man. Plus, it's hard to spend money when you don't have time. Yes, but I know that grind very well, my friend. Preach, preach, and then hearts, and then. So I thought about this another way. Remember that thing that I talked about yesterday? The 40 hours of work. Oh, my life is so hard. You have to accept what the next generation is talking about, and like, because you have to work with them. That's just, they're the new ones coming into the workforce. But you also have to be like, okay, well, what are the consequences of them not? And I feel like such a boomer being like, oh, this new generation's not as tough. But listen, I know this guy Michael. I know he's like 19. He's a good looking kid, but he gets every woman out there, not just because he's tall and blonde and he's a good looking kid, but because like a lot of the kids nowadays are just so soft. You get any kid like 16 to like 22 that's just, they're strong, they lift, they have good head on their shoulders, they're working, like they're gonna get all the girls. Like they just are, because there's a lot of like the new generation that's just like eh. Anywho, um, I was watching a video yesterday about what are they called? NEETs? Like no job, no whatever it is. And it's like, okay, what do they want? What do they want to do? And it's like, okay, well, what do not what they want to do? What do they do right now? And then what do they want? What they actually do is they talk to their friends, they video chat their friends, video games with their friends, they live stream, they're on the computer, they're doing something with their friends. So okay, they like being with their friends. Who doesn't? But what they do with their friends, a lot of them don't really go out to bars. A lot of them don't really go out to like touch grass. They don't really go out to do like, they stay inside and they do their thing. And sometimes they stay inside and their friends don't come over to stay inside. They like do something and they Skype with their friends or video chat with their friends, or they're doing other stuff. So then I thought, well, okay, that's a problem for a couple of different ways. One of the ways is that communication, I think societal ways is breaking down, and it's just a new way of communicating. Like you can't put periods at the ends of texts anymore, which is fine. Because whenever someone does that, I feel like they're a little mad. But that if anyone like 40 and older, they'll put periods at the end of their texts, or they'll anyway. But another problem that this is loneliness. And okay, well, how do you fix that? How do you go and make their experiences better? Well, Apple's already doing that with their headset, their Apple Vision Pro. And if Veve is going to be a major thing on there, Veve already has like a feed. Veve already has this. So how can Veve profit from this? How can Veve and Go become like more of a household name? Hey, let's do the drop together. Let's video chat while we do this drop together. Let's video chat while we're doing stuff in the Veveverse. Let's like, this just another thing that these younger people can do. And what I think on Roblox now or Minecraft, you have ways that kids are learning how to script. They're learning how to code, and it's like, if they can do this, especially with ChatGPT coming in like the next few years, doing the Veveverse, this I think Citibank has it as the metaverse being $8 trillion by 2032. Veve will get part of that. Am I saying Veve will be a $1 trillion company in 9 years? They might be. Like they might be a $1 trillion company. Now, obviously, this is a decade away. But that only listen, this is getting very weird. Like companies outside of like Tesla or like Grayscale, they've never had crypto on their balance sheets, and now they're starting to. So what happens when you have a company that not only is in tech and has super high margins, but also has a crypto on their balance sheet and is just, goes to the moon? Like, what? How are you can't value that like you normally would, can you? Can you value that like you normally would? Yeah, you have 100 billion in cash. Cool, that's great, but cash doesn't fluctuate like that. Crypto does, and you could have some earnings calls where you're just, I would want to buy part of Veve. Like if you didn't trust crypto in general and you don't want to, oh, I don't want to buy that. Like people that don't really want to buy Bitcoin, they just buy Grayscale, because Grayscale, that's what you have, is Bitcoin. like Bitcoin ETF without being a Bitcoin ETF. I feel like people are going to want to buy a part of Veve just so they could have some of that OMI ownership. Yeah, Veve could very well be $1 trillion company in the future. Anywho, moving on. Where was I? Next comment, Grad says, we've been getting a lot of new Pokemon on Pokemon Go lately. I don't know them like you do, but I think we are on Gen 8 or possible Gen 9 is available in the game. There's a ton complete on your Pokedex. That's what I like to hear. We have Latrice saying, "Oh, Randy, you don't want kids? Hopefully you change your mind one day." Oh, Latrice, I love you. I wouldn't be a good dad, but I like my friends' kids. They're cool as heck. I have them watching horror movies when they're 12. Laughy face. Yeah, I feel like, oh yeah, let's watch Saw movies. Oh, like maybe shouldn't have done that. Anyway, Bill Gardner says, just picked up the number 90 Peter Quill for 69 gems. Yeah, I saw that. I've been looking at that. I wanted that, but I didn't get it. Bill Gardner says, addiction is real. It is. Sean Grasmer says, nice. I just was just talking about you. All good things. All good things. DeFi Master says, Ton is Telegram's main coin. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I trust it. Jin Inferno says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. DeFi Master says, go touch some grass. Well, it's raining out, so, not right now. Maybe tomorrow. Pong Meh says, Feesh is tomorrow. Yes, we do have the Feesh tomorrow. Jin Inferno says, I still have my Aladdin Sega Genesis game. Oh, dude, some of those old school video games like Lion King, and like they're just impossible to do, and they're just I think the Aladdin game wasn't as hard if I remember correctly. Yeah, bro didn't even respond. Just picked up another. Ooh, my boy just picked up another ultra rare Spider-Man. Get that bread, girl. Tell me something. I'm going to show him all the stuff that I purchased recently. I'm going to show him my genie. I know that sounded dirty. Don't say dirty. It's too easy. But I'm going to show him my genie. I have a picture of that, right? Right? Maybe. Okay, there's a genie. Then I'm going to show him my maestro. And then I'm going to show my Anna. Although Anna I bought a couple days back, so it's going to take me a little while to find it. Oh, my friend Lilith looks so pretty in her wedding dress. Oh, I'm going to show her my Invisible Woman as well. Wow, Pokemon is going really cringe. I can't even show that picture. Okay, I guess I will not show my Anna because, all right, Anna is missing, but I got a sub 100 of her too. Okay, now, okay, bye-bye. All right, now we're gonna go. Sleepin' says Randy. Well, hello, Sleepin'. I hope you're doing well. Big A says today's drop looks horrible. Well, I wish the first appearance of Black Widow on the blockchain. I know it's a first edition, but first time it's on the blockchain. I wish it would be. I wish it would be a statue. Wish it would be something. I wish it would be mighty, but it's not. Darth Chaos says hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Mark Hunt says nest dolls to the moon. I don't know about that. Stan says, how's our competition's resistance against bots like McFarlane, DC NFT, Hero, Cryptoys, etc. versus us? I'll go through each of them. I'll just do a blanket statement. There's really not enough. They're not coveted enough to have bots. Like they're just not. If they were, the Batmobile would have sold out. If they were, Cryptoys' stuff would have sold out. They wouldn't have to do a buy one get one from the get go for the, there's not enough passion. There's not enough want for them to have bots. So that bots are a good sign that you're popular. So, in your opinion, in our ecosystem, where will OMI get most of its burn from? Probably land. Yeah, probably land, but if we rank them, land will probably be number one. OMI to accessory, I think, is a big sleeper. because the OMI to bronze tickets is great. Every time there's a good drop that people want, they're gonna go and they're gonna do the bronze tickets, and they're gonna, but that spikes a couple times a week, and that's if they have good drops. But the OMI, and so that's only during the times of drops. But there are not companies. There are that OMI to accessory will be available 24/7. You will always be able to access that. So that I believe will be number two. Bronze tickets number three. So yeah, I would say VV versus land sale, OMI to accessory, bronze tickets. Well, actually, OMI to, as long as we could keep the OMI to gem pool, the gem liquidity pool filled. I don't know what got in my eye. If we can keep that filled, then I would say OMI to. Oh God, my tummy. Oh God, I have to go to the bathroom. Oh God. But I would say if we can keep that gem liquidity pool filled, then I think we can get that could also be a tie for the bronze tickets as well. But that's if we keep it filled. Stan says, when land is offered in the VVverse, will you have a raffle to be your next door neighbor? If not, what's the best way to win? I don't know where I'll be. If I have a bunch of plots of land and two of them are next to each other, then yeah, I could do something like that. I really wouldn't want to sell. I'd want to kind of. That's the type of thing that could be worth mad money, like in the future. But actually, yeah, at some point, well, it wouldn't be a raffle. It would. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I have to. That's a good question. I'll take a picture of that. I have to think about that because there's a lot. All right, let's play this out. In a raffle, you obviously have to sell as many tickets to where it's worth more than the land, and whoever gets it for really cheap. But then that's worth more than the land at that time. That land, I think, especially if it's good pieces of land, we could do that in assuming there's land next to VV City and next to whatever land there are. And then there's land out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we could do the land out in the middle of nowhere. That's probably not going to be worth as much. I did say there'd be a finite amount of land, though. But if we're having hundreds of thousands and millions of users, what's not a lot of land, It's not a lot of it. Yeah. But then, I don't know. Because if I'm going to be there every day. Well, if I have multiple properties, I'll do it with one that I'm at, but not always at. It'll be one of my secondary or third tertiary properties. Yeah. Sendanja says, how many Feesh do you have, Randy? I have 3. Bill Carter says, PBS is trash. Agreed. Sendanja says, good afternoon, Bill. Good afternoon. Sven says, hi, Bill. Bill says, what up, Sven? Okay, I have to, I will be in the comments. I'll be in the comments. And yes, I will be in the comments. I'll be back. I'll be back. and nothing standing in my way. Sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of a emergency, but we are back now, and we are going to get to the rest of the comments. Where was I? Brendan M says, Feesh, let's go. Sean says, man, I've been watching the Blue Lambo, and there's been a 58-min advertised for 115 gems. Unfortunately, someone bought it last night. Wish I could have gotten it. I know that feel. I do know that feel, though. Sam says, we are all picturing the future play for Veve. All of our dreams for this platform are obviously achievable by the team. In your opinion, why is Veve holding back from letting this ish rip? Thanks. Well, they don't want to pump and dump. They want things to go whoop, 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 whoop. It's like, all right, so it's kind of like, you ever see the chart for P90X? Like, oh, when people, work out the same routine, it goes good for a while, and then they plateau. But with P90X, they change it every 4 weeks. So it minimizes the plateau. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. And that's what they want. They want the P90X. And not to say they don't want to plateau, but they don't want to inject steroids, have it go, and then when they stop, they go, and then they go boobies, and they don't want they want to inject steroids. They want to go naturally. They want to go slowly but surely. They'll add workouts. They'll add creatine. They'll add certain types of protein. They'll add meals. They'll get more sleep. They'll add more calories to their diet. They'll add better quality food. That's what they want. They want the slow but steady rise. Now, if they wanted to, they can get Coinbase, but they can get every single exchange on here in a week. But that would just they pump and dump. They could do that, and we could be a penny next week. Like, we could literally be a penny next week, because they could go and they would go on every single exchange imaginable. They do a marketing thing, they pay influencers, but again, you want to do it slow but steady. You want to have more utility, because the only utility we have right now is really just a bonus for holding it on the app. That's it. And it's MCP points that we can't use. So they want to have OMI to bronze tickets. They might even want to have OMI to accessory before they really start. And that might not happen until Q1 of next year. So I might have to wait 6 months for it. Now, granted, the OMI to bronze actual use could happen by the end of this year. It could happen in Q4. I'm hoping it does, but we'll see. So that's why they don't want to let it rip right now. Sam says, what's your number one underdog collectible? Simba. Simba right now. Well, listen, man. Ooh, Powerball. All right. Yep. Oh, all right. Powerball tonight. Okay. Hold on. So always small winnings will be rolled over to another game. You can also buy into new groups after drawings of the jackpot, if not hit, as well to enhance your chances. $280 was collected, so we have 140 games of Mega Millions split into 31 shares. 3 house shares were rigged, so valuing each share at 3.225 cents. I don't know what the jackpot. What's the jackpot for tonight? All right, hold on. So I have a share, so I have 3%. All right. Is this Mega Millions? Oh no, it's Powerball. All right, New York Powerball jackpot. Okay. New York Powerball jackpot. What does it say? Oh my! Can somebody just tell me the freaking thing? It never. $750 million. So let's say at 750 you're at 375, right? And at 375, because after taxes, whatever, take the lump sum. All right, so 375. You are 1% of that is 3.75 million. I've shares 3%. So we have 9. So it'd be 1050. It'd be $11,250,000. So at $11,250,000, I would go and make sure we get up to at least 002 OMI. I would go and buy all the Simbas. I would buy every single one, and I would buy a bunch of Veve logos. So I would go and buy a bunch of Veve logos, and then I would choose to only sell them to people that I thought were deserving. Because I'm not going to lie, there's a couple people that have them that I just don't think deserve them. And a couple people want them that I also don't think deserve them as well. I would only go and... but anyway, that's just like my Slytherin coming out of here. That's my... Oh God, my body. That's my Lucius Malfoy coming out to play. Anyway, if we go and we take... So that's what I would do if I won Lotto tonight. Or my group won Lotto and I get, $11 million hairs. Oh, I got mail. Thank you. Department of Taxation and Finance. What could they want with little old me? Well, I will tell you. A monk, a chunk, and a skunk. All right, sorry. We are. This is Bill. I paid. I'm pretty sure I paid. Registered a vote. Been registered for like a decade and a half now. Yep. Adjusted gross. Yep, taxes. Yep. Okay. My accountant's a G. He requested that I get $3 in refunds on my tax return. Let me make sure there's nothing. Adjusted the return base. Refund requested. $3. Refund allowed. 0. I don't know why he requested a refund. I mean, oh my god. I can't believe that he the balls on that guy to request a refund of $3. Well, they declined it, which is fine. Oh, because okay, that's why. All right. Anywho, I knew it was all up to me. That is a Rugrats reference. That's Grandpa Lou. I think it's at the bowling match, the bowling game. Okay, I don't even know where to put this. All right, I'll put it right here. Yeah, my important papers. All right, moving on. All right, underdog collectible, definitely Simba. There are probably more. There's definitely more under. Honestly, a bunch of the Disney stuff. Anna's really undervalued. Scar, I think, is undervalued. So few of those. And again, if you take a look at Lion King, that is the highest grossing movie as far as like VHS, DVD, Blu-ray of all time. Let's take a look. Let me Google that. Don't take my word for it. Highest grossing video movie. Oh, that's not going to sound right. No. Highest grossing at home video movie. Nope. Well, let's try this. It only goes by best-selling films. Does not include video purchases. Okay, here we go. Best-selling films. This is a list of the best-selling film titles sold in the United States across all home video formats, including VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. We'll do the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do 10. We'll do the top 10. All right, Spider-Man. November of 2002. Spider-Man had, in all formats, 26 million. 26 million in revenue for those video formats. Jurassic Park, another 26 million. Avatar, 26.5 million. Toy Story, 26.6. Titanic, 30.3. Beauty and the Beast, 34. Aladdin, 34.6. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 36 million. Finding Nemo, in all formats, had 40.6 million doll hairs. Is that dollars or is that units? Oh no, that's units. All right, so we got to. Let's do the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beauty and the Beast, 34 million units sold, which is $500 million in revenue. Aladdin, 34.6 million units sold. That's 748 million in revenue. Jesus, man. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, 36 million units sold, but that was out for 100 years, so the revenue's still 600 million. Finding Nemo, 40.6 million units sold. Revenue, 800 million. Jesus. The Lion King, in all video formats, 48.5 million units sold for a grand total of $852 million in revenue. And that's after the movie had already come out. This is insane. This is so people could watch it again and again and again. So when the most popular character from that particular thing goes out and there's only 2,404 of them, and he's below retail at $38, the first appearance ever on digital. That's stupid. That's stupid. So if I won Lotto, I would go and get what I think is the most undervalued right now. It'd be Simba. I'd buy up. God, what was that? $400 and say 450. So that would be so 850 plus 55. 9. So that's 1,400. I'd spend $1,400. I'd raise the price to $60, and then it'd go to 69. So it'd be 20. So I'd have like $2,050 I would spend, and the price would go to $70. I would just buy all of these. And I would continue buying all of them. Monopolize the whole freaking thing. Oh, okay. It's 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Big future. Okay. Black Widow. Oh, I have been selected. Probably because nobody's going for this freaking thing. Like 200 have sold. I don't even think it's that much. And they're actually at retail for 25. I thought they'd be like 16. They probably will be. So out of the 2,132, let's take a look, Shaw. 2,132 minus 1949. 183 have sold, which is not a lot. It's $5,400, almost 55. So it says, is there a Veve documentary incoming? There will be. There will probably be multiple Veve documentaries, and I can't wait for them. Omar Kasaje, thank you for being a member. Says, pretty big this year, New York Comic Con, like Al Kahn, Veve, Marvel, and Dragon Ball Super doing a panel for future updates on the amazing anime. I don't think Vivi's doing a panel. That'd be great if they did. Let's go back. Let's go and look forward to see the Veve fam. Oh, I can't wait to see everyone. Says, I noticed the video clips of Corey with the comics. Do you think historical video clips will eventually be attached to our collectibles? I wanted something like that. That'd be very hard to do. And yeah, I just think that'd be hard. I would want something like that, but again, it'd be hard. I don't think it's a big priority for them. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. So that says, is there a timetable for the unmasking of Brock? Thanks. I don't know. Brock could be a lot more public than he is. I think he purposely tries. Like, if Brock wanted to, Brock could be like a superstar. He could be. He's so smart. He's so nice. He's a really good dude. But yeah, he just he likes to be private, which is fine. You know, not everyone, flaunts their stuff out there. I don't know if he'll ever unmask. Mara says, another one of these. You mean the last one, right? I thought it was just 3 of them. There are. So I have one sold, and there's another one. So there's a third one that's going to sell soon. So that says, I heard David Yu's collectible store in New Zealand is amazing. Have you been? I haven't been, unfortunately. Comics and Crypto just got back from there. He's been there. If not, are there any future plans to? Yeah, I'll totally go one day. When? I don't know, but yeah, I'll totally go one day. Do you know of any video tours of the store on YouTube? I have to ask Sean. Let me go and take a picture of that. I'll send it to him. Let me do a thing, y'all. Hey, comics. Any video of the store on YouTube? Yeah. I'll find out for you, sir. Y'all. Soft. Gonna make nesting dolls. I love Mark. He's great. Yeah. I gotta get it right. I gotta get it. I know that I could purchase Black Widow nesting dolls for $23. I don't have to get it for $30. I don't have to. Like, I doubt there are any good ones on the sub 100. There's really not right now. Not yet. Anyway. 1913. Okay. Okay, we've passed $6,000. Not bad. Arthur Sickling says, so true. I'm in construction and the young guys don't want to work. Had fun when I started in construction. Yeah, people are strange. So it says, with Vivi's deal with Alibaba, are they considering a Vivi credit card with their favorite collectible utilizing Alipay? Thanks. I don't know. And honestly, it's technically not confirmed that we are using Alipay. That's just something that makes poetic sense, and it's something that they'd be stupid not to do. And I'm sure it's happening, but no, it's not confirmed. But technically, might not happen. But again, I'm convinced, I'm sure of it. But until they come out and announce, hey, we're using Alipay, it's technically not confirmed. But a Vivi credit card would be great. Imagine getting MCP points for like stuff that you buy in real life anyway. Oh, you're buying gas, get MCP points. Buying whatever it is, that'd be great if you use the credit card to buy gems and you get MCP points for that. Heck, even OMI or something like that. I think that'd be fun. I did a video about how Vivi has a potential like $100 million secret for a Vivi credit line in the app. I'll explain it again if y'all didn't see the video. It's, hey, I see this thing for 500 gems. I don't have the money to put in $500 for 500 gems, but I have this collectible that's worth $1,000. And if Vivi wanted to go and say, hey, if you want gems, we'll give you the gems. We will hold your collectible, meaning that like, okay, well, if you have a collectible worth $1,000, we'll give 50% loan to value, meaning we'll give you 500 gems. We'll hold this collectible. We will lock it up, and you will pay us back 525 gems. Whatever it is. 5%. And when you pay us back, we'll release you back your collectible. And if you don't, in a certain amount of time, you miss payments. Well, then we're just going to sell your collectible at the floor, and we'll net you the difference. We'll take our 500 or 525, whatever it is, and whatever's left over, we'll give to you. We'll net you that difference. If they did that, $100 million, that's $100 million idea for them if they did that. And that's like to start. Stan says, the artists on Vivi have been quiet. Have you interviewed any of them before? Yeah, Luke Chu was on. Me and Mumbot had an agreement to get her on, but she's been so busy. Brock, I guess I'll know. You count with Feeshes. Yeah, Brock. Trying to think of other artists I've had on. I'm sure I've had more. I don't know right now. Wes says, yes, Grayscale GBTC is the best way right now to buy Bitcoin in a 401k. Yeah. Bill Garner says, watch BitBoy top 3 picks this bull run. They were XRP, ETH, Doge. I'm like, no, definitely OMI. Anyone could pick those coins. Agreed. Jason Lawrence, my man, what's going on, broski? John Gazin says, I don't think buns are even bots are going for drops anymore, but I wouldn't know much about it. Yeah, a lot of times we'll be able to see, hey, only 2% people that got this are suspected bot accounts. So yeah, there are a lot less. Vivi's been doing very well in combating those. Scott Colantonio says, invisible Randy. Bill Garner says, meow. Kelly Boudreau says, first appearance, Randy, invisible stream. There's been more than those times. Jared Salsa says, if you go for this, no bueno. Why no bueno? I mean, I like them. I want them. I spend way too much money, so I shouldn't. 1889. So 2132 minus 1889. Oh, only 7,200 doll hairs. And right now, it's going for $22. $22. So I could buy it for $22, save 8 gems, and get, a little Marvel Mighty, or save the 8 gems. Or I could not get it at all. Probably should get it. Got to support the Vivi, but I don't really want to. I know bad. Okay, hold on. There's special. Ooh, yes, Discord. I don't like Discord, but it's fine. NFT. No. Okay. All right, moving on. What says, did he poop? Maybe. Kelly Bordeaux says, check. Energy. What up, Energy? Ben Harvey says, just hope there's not a sudden drop and liquidate. It would be cool though. A sudden drop in what? Let me know. Pasternak says, is there a way you can look up the green Lambo mint 140 to see if it sold or if the listing was just taken down? Maybe. fudge. All right, hold on. Let me... Yes, okay. Lambo. Wait, you said the green one? Green Lambo. Okay, the Hurricane, right? So it's the secret rare. Okay, green Lambo, secret rare. It's the number 140? 140, okay. Wow, that has gone down recently. Yes, it was bought today at 10:51. It was bought 20 minutes ago for $438.88. I don't know who bought it, but yes, that green Lambo number 140 was bought today, 20 minutes ago. VV Vibe says, cool idea, but anything that tracks floor price will always be manipulated. It tracks what floor price? Let me know. Boudoir Walkabout. Hi. Mario says, so a pawn shop? Well, it'd be a credit line. They would extend you a credit. I mean, when people do that on their houses, oh, we'll do an equity line of credit. So I guess it's similar to a pawn shop, but it's also similar to just housing finance. Average Joe Crypto says, it's a great idea if you could borrow, again, your collectibles like DeFi lending and you get liquidated, or you can borrow more depending on the floor of the collectible. Yeah, I mean, they might have a stipulation there. You could only have more than 3 collectibles out at once, you know. Yeah. UV Vibe says, what would stop people from pumping the floor of Toby to 10K gems and taking out a credit line of 5K? They'd probably only have it for certain collectibles. Like, they would probably only do it for, like, a Partners or a Logo or a Spider-Man, you know, like something that the floor couldn't really be manipulated as easily as something like a Toby. But again, also, if you pump a collectible, you also have to buy a large amount of that collectible. Yeah, especially a 10K. Ben Harvey says, RE, $100 million idea. Meow. Brandon M says, some homies are inspired by Vivi fan. Yeah, we are. Wes says, David, you need to do a better job at pricing and edition sizes for drops. For which ones? I mean, for the Tarzan ones, maybe. Although the Tarzan comics have all sold out, I believe. Because they don't have a lot of mints. That's why it's super popular. But yeah, let me know which ones. All right, Black Widow down to 20. Oh, I should grab Black Widow for 20. It's a full set and it's $20. Yeah, I might get that. Now, I guarantee you, as soon as I refresh this, it's gone. It's not gone. Come buy it. Ah, it's no longer available. Somebody else got it. Those whores. If it goes down below 20, I'll get one. Pasternak says, oh, thanks, Randy. I waited too long. I have the 140-mint black Lambo. I should have bought that green 140. That's $400-something. That's a lot of money. $400-something. Now, I get it. It's a green Lambo, and you do what you got to do. But I would take solace in the fact that now you have an extra $400. And you could go, I don't know, what could you get? I'm looking at Simba here. All right, Scar. Let's see if there's any Scars that are good. $73. Scar's been going up. All right. I think $149 is the cheapest that you can get. So nothing that's crazy good deal for him. There's an Anna out there for like $1,200 for a number 41, and I won't get it. I won't. She's $86. That's not bad. She was $90 yesterday. $86 hairs. There's no really sub 100 Annas that are like super good as well that I'm thinking. There is one genie. As long as it's still there, I'll show you guys which one I mean. So he's only at $20-ish, $21.50. But so like 120 should be his price, and you can get a number 52 for $129. An 80 for $127 and a 97 for $120. The 52, the 8, like whatever, those are both fine, but those I think are pretty fairly priced. And there's not a ton of the sub 100 genies around. Sean Graves says, the last Lamborghini drop in real life, they were supposed to make 350. They only made 186 of that model. And funny enough, my secret rare is a 186 black one. That's fucking epic. Excuse my language. Okay, so now you can buy now from the store, and I don't think anyone's buying from the store for these Black Widow things. Ken, if they were to go to, oh god, my body. I thought they would sell like 700 of these. They 200-ish. I'm on 2132 minus how much is left? 1851. So that would be 281. They only made the one. They only sold 281. So they only made $8,400. Now that's right now. The first 15 minutes. Let's see what happens over the next hour. The next day. Maybe at that point they'll get closer to what I predicted at 700, but we shall see. I do think that is the news. That is the news. All right, so everyone please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. My body. All right, bye, guys. I love you. Meow, meow. Meow, Randy. Never mind, I'll find so